morning pa rin mga kababayan, ma'am sir. This is Jam, the Filipino channel lang niya pong lingkod. So today is April 22, 2026. At tayo ngayon ay papunta dito yan sa Main Street Christian Fellowship sa may Quirino Highway by sa Project 8 Quezon City. At dadalhin po natin yan sa may SM City North EDSA sa may Bagong Pag-asa, Diliman, Quezon City. Okay, makinig tayo ng mga nagbabagong balita at talakayan. Ano po?
If I'm allowed to read the personal property, if I proceed, of the Vice President declared in her 2019 and 2020 talents, these are the following: a vehicle van, vehicle declared as motorcycle, other personal properties, various items, other personal properties, various items, vehicle car, vehicle pickup, other personal properties.
Okay, and that's the same for both years?
Yes, Your Honor, we can confirm that it's the same for 2019 and 2020.
Okay, so general po, various items, parang gano'n.
Those were the items listed po doon sa kanyang talent.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That will be all, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Perhaps we can proceed to directing the COMSEC to call the Vice President. COMSEC, please.
May we know if the Vice President is present today? The respondent Vice President is not present today, Madam Chair.
Let it be placed on the record that the Committee Secretary called the Vice President in order that we will be providing her the opportunity to present her evidence and to raise clarificatory questions through the justice members. That is for the record. Now we proceed to our next resource person. We are requesting the representatives from the Ombudsman to stay because we anticipate that there are matters which might be raised as well with the Ombudsman. Our next resource person is the Anti-Money Laundering Council. The floor is now open for clarificatory questions of the justice members.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Tendanya is recognized.
Madam Chair, may I make a short manifestation?
Yes, of course. You may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As the movement for the subpoena, both testificandum to the AMLAC, meron lang po ako isang maikling remarks. Higit sa dekada na pong naghihintay ang taong bayan na makita ang kabuang yaman ni Bibi Sara Duterte at ng kanyang pamilya. Kaya nga po noong nakaraang pulong tayo ay nag-move para maimitahan ang AMLAC sa ating pong pulong ngayong araw na ito. Sa totoo lang, this should have never been kept a secret. Ang public servant's obligation sa konstitusyon at sa taong bayan ay maging bukas sa ating financial transactions and lifestyle.
Dito tayo.
Impeachment case na ito, mahalaga talaga na makita natin yung ebidensya. Kaya po natin hinimok ang Committee on Justice na maglabas ng subpoena dito sa Anti-Money Laundering Council. Ito po ay talagang hindi magiging imposible ang gawain natin ngayon kung hindi natin makita mismo galing sa AMLA kung ano yung hawak nilang record. Kaya this is probably one of the most crucial stages in our proceedings at the Committee on Justice. The evidence will speak for itself. Wala naman sa atin na magsasalita kundi mismo ang records ng AMLA. And through this procedure, the money trail will lead us to the truth. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Joboy Aquino is recognized.
I'd like to direct my clarificatory questions to the representative of AMLAC.
Attorney Buenaventura,
Is Attorney Buenaventura.
the Executive Director of Anti-Money Laundering Council.
Okay. For the record, Attorney, the AMLA received a subpoena from this committee for the production of document records. Am I correct?
Yes, Madam Chair. We have a copy of this bill.
Did you bring the subpoena documents today?
Yes, we have it with us. Is it possible for us to tender it? Speak now.
The committee secretariat is directed to approach Executive Director Buenaventura to receive the subpoenaed documents from the Anti-Money Laundering Council. The same will form part of the records of this proceeding. Honorable Joboy Aquino.
May we ask that all the members who provided a copy of the report
The COMSEC is directed to reproduce the documents and provide the same to the respondent vice president, the complainant, and all the justice members.
Madam Chair. Madam Chair. The same
Honorable
request,
Adjong.
same request is asked of the Secretariat to provide the salhens as we have already requested earlier, Mr. Chair. We still haven't got.
As far as the talent is concerned, I understand that we have directed the COMSEC already to provide the same to all the parties, including the justice members.
That is correct, Madam Chair. So we retain our request, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I continue?
You may proceed, Honorable Joboy Aquino.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Attorney, I understand that you have a cover letter which describes the documents that you have submitted. For the record, please tell us about
Kanina
these
pa to eh.
Did you mention a cover letter? Do you confirm having submitted a cover letter among the documents? Yes. May we direct the COMSEC? Please find this cover letter and flash this in the screen for the guidance of the justice members.
Attorney, can you please describe those documents?
So we are submitting two sets of documents. Number one is covered transaction reports and suspicious transaction reports from the years 2006 to 2025 as subpoenaed. And then
Ay, dito
the
po,
second
hindi.
set, which is Annex B,
Kasi looban
are
to
the
eh.
financial intelligence report as well as
traffic din dito.
investigation report on
Hindi, ibig sabihin ba? Kasi ngayon ma-traffic sa EDSA eh.
Vice President Sara Duterte Carpio as well as her husband Manasseh Carpio as indicated in the subpoena.
Okay, Attorney, to be clear, did you only initiate these reports because of this impeachment?
No, Madam Chair, we have, and TMLC has always been in constant monitoring of all the transactions, and while we have generated the latest one, all the data has been as far as back as early years.
Okay? And ano po ang mga accounts na nakasaad dito sa mga dokumento na dala niyo?
Bali po, ito po ay mga accounts ni Vice President Sara Duterte.
Baka
Sa kanyang
magalit sila.
individual or sole account, kasama na rin
Ihina
po
ako eh.
ang kanyang mga joint account, kasama ang kanyang pamilya o ibang tao, o pati kanya ng asawa, at kasama na rin po ang account ni ng kanyang asawa na si Manasseh Carpio.
Hinahanapan ko na lang ng kung
Joint
saan yung
account
pwedeng matabihan.
sa pamilya niya o ibang tao man.
Salamat po. Nakauli na lang pong tanong. Sa simpleng tanong lang po, Attorney, makikita po ba rito sa mga dokumentong dala nyo kung meron mga perang pumasok o lumalabas dito sa mga accounts na ito?
Maaari po, maaari makita dahil yung pong report na covered transaction at suspicious transactions ay may makikita po tayo doon na mga transaksyon na maaaring palabas at papasok po.
Baka naitago na yung mga pera dyan.
The Honorable Chief Flores.
Madam Chair, medyo...
Is this a point of order?
Yes, point of order, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I'm concerned with where we are going right now. We will now be discussing
from the statements of the AMLAC representative, the bank accounts. And I'm worried that the discussion might lead somewhere na pinagbabawal ng vaccine silog. If that is the direction that the questions have been going and from the answers of the AMLAC, are we not, in effect, violating the vaccine silog?
For the guidance of the members, before I recognize the Honorable Delivery, the subject matter of the subpoena issued by the Justice Committee are not bank records. Instead, it is AMLC report uncovered in suspicious transactions. Likewise, the person who is subpoenaed are not bank officials and employees. The person who is subpoenaed is, of course, no less than the head of the Anti-Money Laundering Council. For the record, the coverage of bank secrecy law and for the guidance of the members are bank officials and employees and bank records. And the chair is of the opinion
Wala na yata
that the
ang
subject matter
taxi na
of
yun.
our
Ano
subpoena
kuya?
is
Meron pa rin po. May
apparently not
ay, oo nga, parang wala na
by
nga
the
ako
protection
nakikita.
of
MG na lang yata ang
Yung
ano.
green,
The Honorable
yung
Delivery
green
Secretary.
bago eh.
The Honorable Delivery answers
May
to
MG
the
pa rin
AMLAC
naman.
from
Pero yung
your
RE
statement
parang
po,
wala na nga ako
42
nakikita.
Yun nga, hindi nga bank
Yung
transfer
green
sila,
na
hindi
taxi
bank
na
employees
lang
yung
yata ang
natin.
kapalit.
But parang
Alam
yung
ko, sister
from the answers
company
kanina,
yan,
Ah.
it would deal
Yan
with
ang bago ngayon.
certain bank accounts already, Madam Chair. So wouldn't that in effect be
Yan.
Ito. Itong green.
parang circumventing all
Yata,
of the
parang balita ko nga din yata.
Parang yan ang kapalit ng
Pinalit na nga yata ng ano.
Honorable Keith Torres. Nonetheless, we are strictly compliant with the letters of the bank.
Patay na yata yung
The Honorable Delivery.
matanda.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Tama po.
Mga anak na yata
Yung
yun.
mga anak-anak na.
Kasi magkapatid yata yung MG sa kayong RE, di ba? Magkapatid.
Sister company.
Sister
Yes,
company.
meron ho tayong secrecy of bank deposits law na sinasabing sikreto, confidential, yung mga bank deposits. Pero hindi po naman yan absolute rule na wala na siyang exception. Ang exception dyan is
Enriquez,
exception
no?
na yung case of
Enriquez.
impeachment. Pero bago po ako to dwell on that, ay tukol naman po doon sa sinasabing pwedeng may prohibition. Kasi nakalagay po sa Section 3 of the law itself,
Louder,
Republic Act.
Honorable Delivery. Louder.
Republic Act number 1405 or the Secrecy of Bank Deposits Law, it is explicit. It applies only to officials and employees of banking institutions. Sabi po, sa Section 3, it shall be unlawful for any official or employee of a banking institution to disclose to any person other than those mentioned in Section 2 hereof any information concerning said deposit. So, ang pinasabina po, kagaya ng sinabi ng ating chair, ay yung AMLAC,
Ayos lang po.
AMLC.
Para hindi na po kayo maabala.
At hindi po
Okay lang,
mismong
hindi naman ako nagmamadali.
accounts ang pinasabina
2:30
natin.
pa naman
Ang
ang
pinasabina po natin
Wala
ay
pong
yung
problema
record.
doon.
If any
Saka sakali mo na may matabihan na lang po dyan na ano, yun na lang. Kasi kung dyan kasi, tatagalan po tayo dyan.
Na meron na rin tayo yung batas na Anti-Money Laundering Act, Republic Act number 9163. It further reinforces
Ito nga lang talaga yung ano
na
namin.
hindi, wala tayong violation
Kaya minsan
dito
nagkakasakit-sakit kami.
ng nagaganap.
Yung
It
pagtitiis ng
embodies
ihi talaga.
a more recent and more specific policy
Kasi pag
that
nag-guided
financial
ka na
secrecy
rin,
cannot be
gaya
used to
sa akin.
conceal
Mhm.
Ang
unlawful
hirap
activity.
napigilin ng
Sabi
ihi.
Opo,
dito sa
totoo
batas
yun.
na yan, Anti-Money
Ang
Laundering
sakit.
Act.
Oo,
Mahapdi.
hirap
Lalo na
pigilin
yung mga
ng
bank,
ihi.
most notably the bank,
Kaya
are
pag
required to
malayo
report
ang
suspicious
inaano,
transactions
nagdadaya
to the AMLC.
Para pwedeng i-ano na.
Expressly declared as not violative of the
Para pag
bank
hindi mo na
deposit
matiis,
secrecy law.
ka na
Hindi
lang.
po siya violative.
Mayroon daw yata nabibiling ganun sa lalaki din.
Ay yung any record
Para siyang diaper pero hindi, parang arinola, parang kapag ka, naihi ka, naihi mo na lang doon, masasalo na siya. Meron daw.
May ano ngayon, may bago ngayon, parang pante.
Aha.
Dalawang klase ng dokumento.
Pante
Yung
na
report
diaper.
both on suspected or covered transactions sa mga accounts ni Bibi Sara, either singly, siya lang, o jointly. Meron siyang mga ka-joint account sa ibang tao, katulad ng kanyang asawa, katulad ng kanyang ama, katulad katulad ng ibang miyembro pa ng kanyang pamilya. At ang pangalawa ay financial intel report. At sakop po yan ng mandato. Kaya na rini-require yung pag-submit ng mga transactions na yan para i-report kung covered ang transaction. At dinidetermine kung suspicious, kung may mga red flag yung mga transactions na yan na pwede makapagsabi na meron ditong gumagamit ng pera sa illegal o kaya sa money laundering. So I submit, Madam Chair, and going back, by the way, I almost forgot, yung exception po yung cases of impeachment, just the bank secrecy deposit law, cases of impeachment. So sakop po tayo dito. Kasi remember, the impeachment proceedings have been initiated already by the act of the filing of the complaint and the referral of those multiple complaints, the original four complaints sa Justice Committee. And that initiated the impeachment proceedings. And so there is now a case of impeachment. The exception does not say in case of impeachment trials in the Senate. It says it's broader, it's more encompassing in cases of impeachment. Kung nagaganap po sa atin ngayon, ito po ay impeachment proceedings na validly initiated complaints because they were referred and acted upon by the Committee on Justice. For those reasons, Madam Chair, ang aking pong firm position, wala po tayong kinalaban na batas dito, lalo na yung Bank Secrecy Deposit Law or Republic Act 1405, 36 years later, ay meron pong amendment yung Anti-Money Laundering Act or the Republic Act number 9160. Maraming salamat po.
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Jokno, and then the Honorable Marcoleta, and then the Honorable Cook.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Napakalinaw
Tabi ko
po
muna
ng
dito, mama.
Oo, sige.
Yeah, pwede.
May exception po
Padir
siya
yan
para
eh.
sa impeachment. Pero
Ay,
tanongin
nakati.
natin, bakit ba public office is a public trust? That's why it's very clear to me that this is not one of those cases where we cannot inquire into those deposits. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Honorable Marcoleta.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to manifest to clarify for the record whether this committee may require submission of AMLC records without a court order. Under the Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2001, suspicious transaction reports and covert transaction reports are confidential and may only be disclosed upon order of a court. Maliwanag po na wala pong clear statutory authority allowing disclosure of AMLC data Congressional Committee without judicial authorization, notwithstanding subpoena powers as guided by Samuel versus Gordon. For the record, I respectfully seek clarification of the committee regarding this matter. And if I may also cite Madam Chair, the Anti-Money Laundering Act provides the state with a means to investigate suspicious financial transactions within a framework of judicial supervision. The Anti-Money Laundering Council is authorized to inquire into bank deposits even without the prohibition within the bank secrecy law, provided that the court order is issued by the courts. At may tanong din po ako. I will just paraphrase it into a manifestation since I'm not allowed to raise questions. I take it to mean na pag suspicious yung transaction, ibig bang sabihin na ito ay illegal na o unlawful na? Parang kasi ganun lumalabas. Pag ito ay tinag na suspicious, agad-agad itong pinipre-judge na as if it's an illegal or unlawful transaction. I want to be clarified on that, Madam Chair.
That is a manifestation which does not require any answer. The Honorable Coy.
May I ask, ma'am, why does it not require an answer?
Because you are not a member of the Justice Committee, and therefore,
It was paraphrased, ma'am, into a manifestation.
and that is why answer is not required. It is just a manifestation. If I require an answer, then I'm allowing you already to raise a clarificatory question. As simple as that. The Honorable Co is
My
recognized.
point is, Madam, it's a, pag sinabi bang suspicious account o suspicious transaction, ito ay nangangulugan, ito ay agad unlawful or illegal.
That is your manifestation. We end there. Honorable Co is recognized.
And the Filipino people heard my manifestation. Thank you, ma'am.
Madam Chair, I'd just like to also manifest my agreement to the discussion on the applicability of the proceedings here and the authority of the House Committee on Justice to subpoena existing government records supposedly in possession of the Anti-Money Laundering Council in case of the investigation for probable cause being done validly by the House Committee on Justice. So I'd also like to second the manifestation that the exception as provided in the bank secrecy law, while the position of the committee and the chair ay hindi naman applicable kasi ang nandoon at ang congressman ay bank employee. Nonetheless, there is a textual exception that says, quote-unquote, in cases of impeachment. No? And may standing question kasi na dapat mag-apply lang ng exception na to sa Senate kasi yun na yung quote-unquote case of impeachment. Pero the 1987 Constitution is clear. Now, under Section C, Article 11, the House of Representatives shall have the exclusive power to initiate all cases of impeachment. So what we're doing now is under the coverage of cases of impeachment. So clear naman po yung pagka-fit ng words ng 1987 Constitution and the bank secrecy. And siguro, Madam Chair, I'd also just like to raise a general comment for the benefit of the public and not specifically to answer any specific comment by members, but also para ma-enlighten yung public. Yung nakalagay po sa Section 11, na quote-unquote, bank inquiry power, requirement of court order, hindi naman po nakalimit doon yung kakayahan ng AMLC to produce documents. Lalo na if the AMLC report or information is already in possession of AMLC prior to the starting of the impeachment proceedings, as confirmed by AMLC earlier. Any report of transactions, hawak na nila. And under the valid processes of this government agency, kinakausap yung kapwa government agency na i-produce yung information na hawak nila, rume-respondi po sila accordingly. May lawful authority po ang government agency na ito na gawin yun, i-ask you from a different government agency. So yun po, fully covered yung lahat ng ginagawa ng House Committee on Justice on these impeachment proceedings. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Now, can we proceed to the report of AMLC?
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Adjong is recognized.
Madam Chair, if Congressman Joboy Aquino is done with this questioning, I'd like to ask AMLC.
Honorable Joboy Aquino, are you done with your clarificatory question? Yes, so we can now proceed to Honorable Adjong.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Magandang hapon na po. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. I'd like to direct my questions to Tad. Magandang hapon. Your position as Executive Director of AMLC is not only an ordinary official, no? It's actually created and governed by a certain law. Can you confirm to me that this law is the RA 9160? Yes, Madam Chair, it is governed by the Anti-Money Laundering Act, which is RA 9160 as amended. Thank you. And Section 8 of that law mandates, the law that mandates your position demands certain qualifications. Just to be brief about it, I would like to enumerate to you the qualifications by which you are entitled, or you are allowed, or qualified at least, to hold that position that you are occupying right now. Number one is you must be a lawyer at least 35 years old.
Ayan. Pwede na po dito?
Pwede na
Of
ba
course,
dito?
unquestionable
Na-block na ba
integrity.
ito, Kuya?
and possess at
Ano
least
po?
5 years
The
of
black
experience in
The black na po,
financial
ito.
regulatory
The black na po siya.
institutions like the
Ah.
PSP,
Ay, gusto niyo po sa kabila?
Commission, or any insurance commission. In your in your professional
Parehas lang naman to.
view, Madam Chair,
Isang pintuan lang yan.
Director, bakit kinakailangan
Ay,
mag-set ng
magkaibang
ganitong
pintuan
class
lang.
of standards for an executive director of
The black po, yan. Pagkabasahin. Ito mismo yung building na black.
I may not
Building
answer
po
in a
siya,
professional
itong to,
view of my
building ito.
professional view, but
Itong build the black na ito, maraming pintuan po yan.
Yeah,
Actually,
and
hindi lang dito, hindi lang doon. Meron pa doon sa
position of
kabila.
the executive
The black
director
po
in the
yan.
leadership of the Anti-Money Laundering Council Secretariat requires technical proficiency as well as, and most importantly, the ability to ensure impartiality and to act independently. We are navigating, or the work of the AMLC navigates a lot of complex financial structures, financial systems, and it is
Ito po.
our duty to make sure that we
Isang
are
pintuan lang niya po
always
to.
impartial in the things that we do.
Sige po, ingat po.
The work that your position demands will have to, that you have to have a deep understanding, no, of, sabi mo nga, of complex financial systems, no, and high level of probity to handle sensitive information impartially. Tama ba? Yes, you said, you mentioned earlier that you have to work independently. Does that also mean that you have to be impartial? When doing your work. Tama po ba?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Para po for the benefit of the public, because Madam Chair, I'm sure a lot of our kababayan now are watching. Marami kanina, I was listening to this of my colleagues here and
Ayan, so na-drop na natin sila. Maraming salamat po sa panonood. Hanggang sa muli, ingat po. God bless. Paalam po.